now it's time for me to leave the stage and for the first comedian to enter. And I want that special applause we did, you know, the last one, the huge applause. Huge applause for no one less than Socrates.
Keep going, Remco! I don't think I should put this on the tequila side. Don't want to get any bad ideas. Man with tequila and a stand in his hand is a dangerous man. Maybe just because I'm from Florida. So yeah, my name is Socrates. I'm an American. Yeah. We try, you know what I mean? We intervene. Doesn't help, you know. At least we have best of intentions. You know? The nice thing is, if it helps, about a month ago, I turned Dutch. I got my Dutch citizenship. Yeah. I was drunk enough on tequila to appreciate that. Where are you from? Are you a Dutchman? Oh, you're English. Ah, well, then you would really appreciate somebody getting their European citizenship. You living here now? You have your citizenship? There you go. You don't? How could you, what, you like on a temporary kind of thing? Yeah. There you go, economic refugee. Yeah, I'm here as well, political refugee. Yeah. Well, I didn't own any guns. It's hard to be an American if you don't at least own a few guns, you know. I like this kind of a crowd because it's like left-leaning. I mean, in America, they'd all be on that side, so I mean, we just got the one gun nut over there. Look at you. You look like a crazy man. It's mackerel. Yeah, there you go. But again, America is sort of a weird country. I don't know if you guys have ever been. Anybody ever been? Yeah, where'd you go? It's a long sigh before you said it. Where am I from? From New Jersey and Florida. Like I said, I'm a Florida man. I was an unofficial Florida man. Officially, and to be an official Florida man, not only do you have to do something crazy, the police have to catch you and arrest you. And then they publish it in the papers because they have these things called sunshine laws. And that's why you have the headlines, Florida man loses arm trying to give meth to an alligator. Second time. It's just something we do in Florida. You know, what are you going to do? You've got meth. You know, the gator's there. Put 2 and 2 together, you get 3, and go for it, you know what I'm saying? To live in here is a different thing. It's a cultural thing, you know what I mean? I find that it's nice to be here because, like I said, in America right now, we're dabbling with throwback, you know, fascism. Again, this is a left-leaning audience, so you guys wouldn't understand what's on that side of the room. And it's one of the nice things about being here, woo, for fashion. If somebody moves fascist, and you want to go along with it, because you just never know. If it's an Austrian guy, you definitely got to follow him. If he's Australian as an American, you figure, well, you just don't know, because we can't tell the difference. You know, if you ask an American to name a country, the most likely country they'll say is Africa. And she knows that's not exactly a country, is it? But it's an American. They can't even find the USA on a map. So, which is sometimes good, you know what I mean? If it's a crazy person, they can't find a way here, that works out perfectly, you know what I mean? You've seen them in Schiphol, go, which way is the city? I don't know, man, it's back on the plane, woo! But people like different things, you know what I mean? They like America, you know what I mean? They like knowing that the next block will have another Best Buy, you know? What do we have for dinner tonight? Well, Taco Bell here, or there's another Taco Bell coming up, or how about that Taco Bell? And they're like, yeah, that's the good Taco Bell. Because if you live in a place, you know the good Taco Bells from the bad ones. Because you've eaten every one of them. You call that culture. Yeah, like I said, I came from Florida, and Florida is sort of like a reclaimed swamp. But this place is sort of a reclaimed swamp, but they sort of did it with forethought and plans. You know, we don't believe in regulation in the U.S. It's sort of a Wild West thing. See how it all works out. And how did all that work out? I left, you know what I mean? They have a saying in the U.S., if you don't like it here, get the fuck out. It's a great saying. It works. The English guy knows what I'm talking about. Did you vote for Brexit? Were you allowed to vote at the time? Well, that's good. At least you really put your money where your mouth is, too. So, and it's worked out great for him, hasn't it? Yeah. It's like the French keep dabbling with it for some strange reason. I don't quite understand it. But you've got to give the English credit. They're the world's best marketers. Have you noticed that? Because like they had the Scotland referendum, the question was, should you stay in the Union or should you separate and go your own way? And they said, you're stronger together. Stay in the Union. The Scottish said, okay. A couple weeks later, they went with Brexit. Same question. Stay in the Union or should go your own way? They said, go your own way. Sovereignty. They sold it both times. How can you sell both halves the same, same animal? It's like, no, these are the bones. No, it's still a pig. People bought it. They love it. Walking around, eating that bone, going, hey, how's that Brexit? Oh, it's all right. That's like the thing I like about the Dutch. The Dutch don't have that kind of hubris, that overwhelming pride. If they make a mistake, they go back in the other direction. Like at one point, I think they made heroin legal for 3 months. They were like, well, that didn't work. Went back the other direction. In America, there'd be these huge organizations supporting heroin because now it's like you get drug tested to work at Walmart in the U.S. You know what I mean? You know what Walmart is? It's a mindless box store where you have no qualifications, needs, purpose, or actual job qualification or task, and they drug test people for that. Do you know why? The drug testing companies make billions of dollars. That's why. They've organized. That's the thing. You know what I mean? Like if you ask an American, what's the greatest country in the world? They will say, without pause or flinch or any sense of irony, it's USA! They'll scream out, USA, USA. No one else will join in, but they'll say it. They'll believe it. Like if you ask an English guy, they'll still say it's England. Again, not a hint of irony or awareness or knowledge. Just pride. Pride's a great thing. But you ask a Dutch guy, what's the greatest country in the world? They almost always go, but hello? The Netherlands? No, you think? How can it be? Crappy weather, food? No, this is the greatest. This is as good as it gets. If you're just born here and you're young and you think there's something better out there, I got bad news for you. This is it. Hanging out in a pub, beats of bad comedy, another language. This is what we call Casella. And the difference between this culture and American culture, someone pulls out a gun and starts shooting up the place, total Casella. It's a completely different world, you know what I mean? And people defend that as an existence, as the right to be. This is like the greatest thing. It's like here I want to have my citizenship. They had this whole thing that I was thinking would make the right-wingers cringe about how it's all acceptance and tolerance and how we're all just free to be ourselves in this wonderful little country. And I was thinking, some people are going, oh, my freedom is to destroy other people. Which is an odd thing to want, isn't it? You know what I mean? That's like my freedom is to go around spitting on other people's food. How does that make you free or them free or whatever? It's like, opinion has become fact, where fact used to be fact. You know what I mean? Is that a fact? Or just an opinion? It's a little bit of, if you have a gun, because you have a gun, I'm going to take that really, really seriously. And you know what I'm saying? But again, the difference between the idea of a country where they revel in mass shootings as opposed to a country that had the word of the year, Swaffelen, 2009, the word of the year, Swaffelen, which is, if you don't know, it is a great Dutch word. This is an actual word in Dutch, which means to smack yourself against something, and women can do it, but they got to get a little closer. And this was the word of the year, 2009. If you guys don't know that or not, there were some Dutch guys in India, and one of them swaffled the Taj Mahal, and the other one put it on video. The whole country thought it was so fantastic, they made it the word of the year. And I was here for 3 months, they told me that. Very proud they were. It's a high level of pride, if you know what I'm saying. But again, it's just a different world. If you ask me, I like living here. I came to the Netherlands in 2009. I came here for the food. I'm staying for the weather. Well, you guys are great. My name is Socrates. Now I'm Dutch. See you later tonight.